Hi everyone! Today we're out in the garden and we're going to talk about how and when to prune your 9-bark or Physocarpus. So I'm out here with my 9-bark, and this one in particular is called Little Devil. I love this shrub, so I do want to talk a little bit about it. You may have seen it featured in a couple other videos. One video that it's definitely in is our drought tolerant shrubs, because it is such an easy care shrub. But I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. We're going to talk about timing for shearing or pruning, and then we're going to get right down to it and show you what we're going to do today and how you can do it yourself. So 9-bark, what a lovely shrub. Now, as I said, this is Little Devil, and I love this variety because it stays a little shorter. It gets to be about 4 feet tall max. I'm on a hill here, so it looks a little taller, and I'm guessing it is a little bit taller. It's probably closer to 5 feet. But most of your 9-barks can get 10 to 15 feet, so depending on the variety. There's some lovely varieties out there. They have great seasonal appeal because they have gorgeous foliage. The colors can be green, yellow, burgundy, red, beautiful textured foliage. And you will get a nice flowering, so late May or June, like a spirea flower on them that can be pink or white. And then they have some exfoliating bark that you'll see as they mature, that nice peeling bark, which you can really see when they lose their leaves because they are deciduous in the winter time. So what a lovely and native shrub. The pollinators love it, and the deer really don't. So that's a winner for me. And once it gets established, it really doesn't need a lot of care. The only thing it really does need is a good shearing. So the time to do that is really, your cutoff is about mid-August. So it's the first day of August here today. I'm in planting hardiness zone 6B for those of you home following me. But mid-August, because then what happens is it is forming its buds for the next year. So you can prune it later, but then you will unfortunately be cutting off the blooms for the following May or June. And that's kind of a bummer because that's one of the things that we do love about it. So as far as how much you want to take off of it, it's been a year since Josh and I have been out here shearing this particular shrub here. So you can see it's put on quite a bit of growth. And you can also see how it has a really nice arching, rounded habit. So some of the 9-barks are a little more cascading. But we want to take off about a third of this shrub when we are shearing it. So it's really great to do this because it's an opportunity to shape it, give it a nice shape, although it looks pretty nice freeform. And it's going to bounce back quickly, so you definitely want to do this. But also it will be some nice air circulation once we get in there, and that will really help the health of the shrub, and then it will put out some gorgeous new foliage and blooms next year. So I do have my shears here. I have my pruner set aside, but the easiest way to do this, and I'm going to bring Josh into the video, is to get out your gas shears. And that is the first step, is to shear it a third down, and we're going to give it a nice mounding look here. And Josh has something called a combi unit, so we're going to show you that. So it's a great unit, and we have some different attachments for it. Josh uses this probably daily on the job. So we're going to be using the Hedge shears or the shearing attachment on it today. So wait till you see how easy this is. Okay, Josh made really quick work of that. We love that tool. That took way less than 10 minutes to do, and it came out pretty great. But we do like to go over it a little bit with our pruners and some hand shears. So just do a little bit of fine tuning. And Josh and I were just talking about one of the issues with the shears is it doesn't really do well with some of the thicker branches. And so you do want to make sure to go back and do some clean cuts there. So that's one thing we want to pay attention to. But now we're really going to take a look at it, and we're going to be tackling some older growth. We're going to be pruning out. We're going to be giving it a little more air circulation. So any really thick spots, we're going to thin out a little bit with the hand pruners. So that is the next step, but overall, loving the shape of it. So definitely clean these up. And then you can see it's even really thick in here. So older growth and air circulation is really what we're thinking about. Now you don't have to keep these cuts right at the tips here. You can actually go into the shrub, and that is really beneficial for the air circulation and just kind of opening it up, and it will really help the health of it and just stimulate some new growth too. It's funny, I have this habit of running my hand over the shrub, and what I'm feeling around for is some of the branches or the stems that are a little stiffer are the ones that I want to remove. So I'm really loving that some of them are squishy and soft. That means nice new growth. So anything that is really stiff and like poking my hand, I definitely want to take that down a little bit and stimulate some new growth there. So you'll also notice here there's a little bit of a hole here, and what you can do to prevent this from getting any worse is A, your regular pruning is very important, but B, what you want to do is you kind of want to shape it so in the winter it's not a flat top, it's a little bit mounded, so the snow just sheds off, because we see a lot of shrub damage if the shrubs have a flat top, because then the snow just sits right there. Okay, now that I've gone over it with the pruners, the last step here in the pruning of the Ninebark is my hand shears. So I'm just gonna go and do a little more fine tuning with these. So a little more shaping, and I can also get out some of these smaller dead branches here. And I'm just focusing a little bit more on shape. So I feel that I have a little more control as well with the hand shears. So as I'm shearing, you'll see me flip these around. And I love to use my shears this way when I'm doing a shrub here that needs some rounding, because it really helps me get that curve. All right, that's pretty much it. So this is a really important thing to do with your Ninebarks. It's going to protect your investment. We want to keep this shrub for a long time. We love it so much. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we've given you some good tips here. If you liked it, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel, because I'm gardening obsessed.